Hey everyone, it's Editing Whitney from the future. Take your pick. I just wanted to hop on here and apologize for the quality of this video. The audio is really poor, so I do apologize. I was using my new lapel mic and taking it outside where there's background noise just doesn't work, so I've learned my lesson on that. So again, I do apologize about that, and I hope you guys stick around for the whole video. Just bear with me. It's a good learning video, so anywho.
You know, you never realize how windy it is and noisy outside it is until you try to make a video. But anyways, welcome guys. My name is Whitney. You may also know me as Wandering Whittles. My husband likes to call me Whittles, and that's why I came up with my name, Whittles. So, anywho, new fact for you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're joining us today, and me. So today, it's kind of going to be a twofold video. I'm going to be replanting my philodendron here. I can't pronounce the other part of the name, but I call it tree philodendron, but it's also philodendron by something or another, and I'm going to butcher it, so I'm not going to say it. I'll put it right here. So anyway, we're going to be replanting this guy. I think I've mentioned it to you guys in the past that he has been in huge need of repotting. I know he's root bound, and I'm almost positive I'm going to have to cut him out of the bucket. So we're going to be doing that today. Also, some of you may be aware of the Planty, or the Planty project, or the Planty Kindness Project. I'm really bad with words. That Pam's Planty things created and started alongside with somebody else, I believe. But it is a kindness project here on this plant world on YouTube. It's about bullying, anti-bullying, and just how people can be mean on the internet. And what are some ways that we can be nice to people and make someone's day, because really it just takes one little thing to make someone's day, and I can speak of that. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. So it's going to be a little bit of a chatty video. I've never really done one of these before, so bear with me. I'm a little awkward when I just talk randomly, as you can probably tell, so this should be fun. Okay, so before I started recording, I did make my soil mixture. Pretty much it was peat moss. I used an orchid mix. It was actually this orchid mix, and I mixed it together. Mostly peat moss alongside or along with the stuff for aeration. So that's pretty much, you've got some charcoal, you have some pine bark nuggets, I believe, and then perlites in there as well. So should have some nice drainage, and then also it should have some good organic matter in there for which to grow. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get started on that. We are going to start by getting this bad boy out of the pot. I have my trauma shears. So I'm in nursing school, if you guys didn't know that, and here are my trauma shears. So I'm using them outside with my plant just because I know these are going to cut through the plastic pot really well, and I'll be able to actually get in there. So trauma shears are pretty good. Everyone should have some in their household. All right, guys. I do want to show you a couple things. So how did I know this guy needed to be repotted? If you notice, a lot of the leaves are starting to kind of get this light, let me get through here, light green, as you can see right here, versus an older leaf that is a dark green. So that's how I knew it needed to be repotted. And also whenever I watered it, water would go right through. So there was nothing to absorb water. There was no soil left, no nutrients, nothing like that. So plus it wasn't putting out as much new growth, and that's a problem in the growing season. So we are going to try to get this pot off without cutting it, and I'm pretty sure I will have to cut it. Also, if I can show you guys, if you look inside the pot there, you will see not much soil left, and it's mostly roots. So let's do this. So after trying to get this out of the bucket without cutting, I don't think it's going to be possible. So we're going to do this now. While I'm doing this, oh, this is going to be a great example for what a pot or what a plant looks like when it's root bound, or root ball, I should say. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. That is a root bound plant. Like, totally a root bound plant. And I do apologize about Bodie. He is looking at me through the storm door, and he's not happy that he can't be out here with me. So, but yeah, there you go, guys. Root bound in all its glory. All right, so I got the pot cut off, and there you go. That is a root ball. Guys, there's virtually no soil in this. I mean, nothing. Okay, so real quick. When your root ball looks like that, and you're repotting it, you're going to have to break the root ball up. Normally, I would not recommend doing much trauma to the roots, but something like this, if it doesn't get broken up or cut even, it's going to continue that growth pattern because it has been inside a bucket or nursery pot for so long that it's literally going to continue doing that. I won't say it's like muscle memory. Well, actually, they've debunked muscle memory, I believe, but it's kind of like it. It's gotten used to living in that way, so it's going to continue to grow its roots that way if we don't stop that trend. So really all I'm doing right now is just breaking up the pot, or the roots, just trying to break them up a little bit. And really what I should have done is soak this before, but I didn't have time. So, all right, so while I'm doing this, let's talk about bullying, shall we? Unfortunately, it's a problem. And I was bullied. I'm not going to get too far into that because it's still personal and I don't really want to talk about it. But I had people mean to me. Yeah, it happened. And really, I think it, unfortunately, makes you grow as a person, but it can still leave some negative, lasting impacts. And that's just no bueno. It really isn't. But, you know, guys, there is something to be said about not caring what people think. You know, and it's like when I started my YouTube channel, I was so concerned about what people would think of me. You know, it's like, hey, this girl started a YouTube channel and all she does is talk about plants. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But, you know, there's YouTube channels where people talk about fitness, working out, I mean, video games, for goodness sakes. So really, what is it doing? It's not hurting anybody, right? It's actually making people happy. And people enjoy watching. People enjoy learning. People enjoy, you know, communicating with other people who have the same hobbies. And if anyone out there who wants to start a YouTube channel, just do it. And as long as you're not hurting anybody, you're physically, mentally, emotionally not hurting anybody, and it's not illegal, do what you want to do. I mean, seriously. Guys, we only have one life, and it's so important to live that life. It really, really is. So guys, all I'm doing is simply just trying to break up the root ball, because it is bad. It does smell good, though. Got a nice scent to it. Almost piney. Look at these aerial roots, by the way. Don't want to cut those off. Do not cut aerial roots. Do not cut them. I'm also trying to get all the excess soil out because there's really, I mean, this soil, there's nothing left as far as any organic matter to help it grow. Okay, so as I'm peeking through my forest here, finishing up planting this guy, making sure he is pretty secure. Put some more soil in here. I ran out of my little mix I made, but really I'm just putting probably the top 2 layers of just regular Espoma potting mix. That is what I always use in all my stuff, whether it's just the regular potting mix or the orchid or even the African violet mix, caculate. That is cactus and succulent, if you guys were wondering. I use the succulent and cactus mix as well. And then I sometimes, what I did for this is I made my mixture from those already mixed bags. But for this, it's literally just going on the top 2 inches of the soil. So we're just going to top dress it with this. I'm sorry, it's like I'm in a little jungle here. All right, guys, I am done repotting my philodendron into a 7-gallon. It's going to be very heavy now, but there you go. I think he's going to be much happier in this, and I'm hoping that I will get some more growth out of him before the end of the growing season. So I'm going to get it watered in, and then it'll be done.
Okay guys, very quickly, I just wanted to show you, I just went through 1 round of watering. I'm going to water again. Notice how the perlite goes right to the top. But anywho, I'm going to water it because I did just repot it, and most plants you should, and I said most, you should water once you repot them because especially this plant, it had no soil, it was not retaining any water, so it needs a good watering. And so I'm going to fill it up to the top, and then I'm going to let it drain down, and then I'm going to show you one thing real quick once we get this filled up. Guys, if you notice there, water is coming out of the drainage holes, which is what you want. You want to water on something this big. You want to water until you see water coming out of those drainage holes right there. The water's bubbling because there's a little bit of air, it looks like, in my soil right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. A little bit of water or air in the soil. Kind of funny. But anywho, you want to water until you have water coming out. You can see here water is coming out of the drainage holes, which is perfect. So that's gonna be enough water for me right now. I'm gonna let it drain all the way through before I move it, and then I'll let it sit here for a minute. Whatever's going on over there, it's almost like there's acid or something. This is actually really funny. What is going on? I hope that doesn't mean there's something in my root ball that's breathing. It's gonna make me feel really bad. Anywho, it is draining down, as you can tell, and I'll let it sit here. The water is going through the drainage holes a little bit. I don't see any roots anymore spiraling or going around the pot like it was, so we are in good shape. And this guy should put out some new growth for me. You can see we have some new growth right here and right here, and then there's another one somewhere, a big one right here, as you can see.
All right, guys, that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed this repotting of my philodendron. Hopefully he will be much happier in this 7-gallon pot with new soil. I will do an update on him. Like I said, here in North Carolina, I have about 4 weeks left of the growing season, so I'm hoping that he will shoot out some new growth. That's Bodie. He's not going to stop. So I'm hoping he'll shoot out some new growth, and I'll update you guys on that. As always, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, join the family, and also join the #PlantyKindnessProject. See you guys next time. Thanks.